Okay, sum to infinity. I have an example here. Is that 15, 5, 5 over 3 and so on. So how do you calculate a sum to infinity? Equals to, okay, this is sum to infinity, will be A 15 over 1 minus R. R is 5 divided by 15, which is 1 over 3. So it becomes 5 divided by 2 over 3. So it's the same with 15 times 3 over 2. So 22.5. Okay, so usually students will ask me, why is it called sum to infinity? Because if you add all these numbers, it will not be more than 22.5, regardless of how many numbers that you add. Okay, so for example, if I add only the 8 numbers, that is not sum to infinity, but it will be sum of 8 numbers. Sum of 8 numbers will be, if we calculate manually, so it becomes 15 plus 5 plus 5 over 3 plus 5 over 9 plus 5 over 27 plus 5 over 81 plus 5 over 243. So it is already very near to this number, that is 22.489. So if I were to cut, this is 22.119 over 243. If I were to change to decimal, it will give you 22.4897. Okay, so again, why is it sum to infinity? So because if you add another 1000 numbers after this, it will not be more than 22.5. In fact, it will not touch 22.5. It will just going on and on nearer to the value. So do you understand why is it will not go to 22.5? Because the number after this is getting smaller and smaller, and we just add to the back of the number here, maybe a decimal. Because if let's say, what is that number after this? So 5 over 243 times 1 over 3, it becomes just 5 over 7 to 9. 5 over 7 to 9, that number 5 over 7 to 9 is equivalent to 0.0068587. So let's add that number to this 0.00686. So you just have number here become 9. Okay, so after that number, it will become really small and small. It will not change at the in front here. So it will be just be 22.490 something and something. Okay, so another thing about this sum to infinity, they will not ask you to find sum to infinity, but if let's say the case is 5, 15, 45 and so on, because in this situation there is no such thing as sum to infinity, because the number after this is big, very big, that it will keep getting the sum to become very big. Okay, so after this 45, it will be 135. So the addition of 135 to the first 3 numbers will add significantly because the number getting bigger and bigger. So there is no such thing as sum to infinity in this situation.